We've been documenting large-scale black mob violence at malls for quite some time. Documenting with videos, with stories, with links, with lots and lots of letters from people who live in these neighborhoods. So after a while, the mall names get to become familiar. One name that's very familiar and a very familiar chocolate city is a mall called the Wolf Chase Mall. We've done lots of stories there. I mean, why don't we just take a little trip down memory lane just to refresh our memory? Well, you're looking at one now from last year. You're looking at this like little riot they had last year. Why don't we also look at some news coverage from that, just to get some context for the latest story.
News: Memphis police called back to Wolf Chase Galleria tonight after reports of young people refusing to leave the mall. Second time today, we've seen extra police officers called into the mall.
Now, back in December, you may recall a big fight did occur inside the mall in the food court area. Many shops had to close their security gates, and extra police were called in for crowd control.
So Wolf Chase Mall is a place that is familiar to the fellas and to the cops as a place where there's lots of argy-bargy, lots of people just don't go there because of it. Let's see the latest example, and let's see how we run into a full-on case of denial, deceit, and delusion from people they interview, as well as the reporters.
Being told to leave, sir.
Okay. I'll leave.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm leaving.
Cell phone video shows the moment Kevin McKenzie's arrested. He says it all started when he was walking through Wolf Chase Galleria.
I noticed a white male security guard trailing some young men who appeared to have just come into the mall like he was a cat after mice.
More guards in law enforcement uniforms joined and kicked the young men out. McKenzie says he asked why and was told they violated a hoodie policy, something he felt was bogus.
Young black men have a very hard time. They're perceived as threats, and they shouldn't be.
He says the young men came back inside to challenge the policy. The first code of conduct at the mall says wear appropriate clothing, but doesn't specifically mention hoodies.
I never saw a single hoodie up.
As McKenzie filmed one of the young men being detained for trespassing, he got his own warning.
You're in a violation on mall policy.
Okay.
So you can be asked to leave too.
Okay.
So you might want to put your phone up.
The entire encounter is not caught on camera, but McKenzie says he was brought to the security office and then downtown for trespassing. He couldn't go to the jail because of medical issues and instead went to the hospital where police realized the handcuffs he was wearing wouldn't release.
After they decided they'd give me a misdemeanor citation and let me go, he took me around to the fire station where I was put my arm out and the firefighters cut it off with bolt cutters. That was fun.
Since the officers who dealt with his weekend arrest were off duty at the time and working for the mall, both MPD and the sheriff's office referred us to the mall to get more answers.
These young people will be traumatized and never trust again these police officers or these sheriff's deputies.
Oh, I love this guy. We're going to traumatize the fellas. Just because we tell them to take their damn hoods off. We're going to traumatize them. They're never going to trust cops again. What about the cops? When they see all the bad business at the mall over and over and over, not just here but everywhere else, are they not supposed to be traumatized? Are they not supposed to learn a life lesson from what's happening at these malls?
Please, sir, I want some more.
Or does keeping your eyes open when you see the fella involved in a pattern of bad business, that's a bad thing to do, because all that's going to do is make the black kids angry.